All right, the major blues scale. Here's what it sounds like. This is all major blues. So you can tell that's a really useful scale. It's just a little evolution of the pentatonic scale. So let's get into what it looks like and then we'll be practicing it. It looks like basically the pentatonic scale that we learned in our last video. If you didn't check that video out, make sure you start there. That's a great place to start, pentatonic, before the major blues. Now what the major blues does is it just adds one note. So we still have our first note, the D string. Our second note is going to be second fret, our first finger. Now the new note is the flat thirds. The flat third, that's the theoretical kind of term for it. But in this particular case, it's going to be our third fret. And then we go to the rest is just the same as the pentatonic scale. F sharp, open A, first finger, and then our third finger there. That's going to be, so that's the D major blues, and we have A major blues. Same thing, moved over a string, and moved down a string, we have the G major blues. All right, so let's practice this together. Go ahead and play along with me. I'm just going to play the scale from bottom to top. Starting on D, this is the D major blues scale. Play along with me. Now A. Do A again. Back to D. D again. G. Now D. Let's try them in reverse now, starting from the top. Play with me. A. A again. D. D again. G. D. One more time, D. Nice. All right, so for this next one, I'm going to play some ideas using only notes from the major blues scale, and I want you to echo them. That means I play first and you play second. All right, let's give that a shot. I'm going to start with the D major blues scale, okay? Me first, you echo. Ready? A. That's D. D. G. D. D. D again. On A. A again. D. G. D. Nice, one more round of this. I held a knife against her breast, as into my arms she pressed. She cried, my love. Now G. D. Awesome. Hope you followed along there. Now, I'm going to go through one more time through this progression, but this time I'm not going to play anything for you to echo or for you to play along with me. I want you to explore the scales on your own. I will tell you when they switch. Try to use only the notes of the major blues scale. And also use them in root position, which is what we're talking about here. From the home note D to that same note twice as high. Eventually you want to learn extended range, which looks like this. That's what I was using in the beginning of the video. That'll be for another video. For right now, I want you to play just in root position, the major blues scales, and I'll tell you when I change. You don't have to play the scale up and down. You can if you're still new to it, but I encourage you to explore, use the notes in a different order. All right. 1, 2, start on D major, go. Now A major blues. Stay there. Now to D major blues. Stay on D. To G major blues now. D major blues. Good, stay on D major. Let's do one more. D major blues. A major blues. Stay there. Now to D major blues. Go. Stay on D. To G now. Back to D. Great work on these major blues. So this is an awesome one to keep working on. The next step would be to either learn extended range of these scales or try this in some different keys. All right, but get that sound in your head first. Thanks for watching.